Ignition sequence start. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Liftoff. We have a liftoff.
Hey everybody, this is the Digital Asset Investor, and I've been going through some mess around here. That's why I'm late getting this video out. Two things have happened. One is my computer. I didn't know whether I needed to update my computer, get another computer, or to like clear some of the memory. Anyway, I was fighting with that, and I had to. So I finally realized I just needed to do an update. I have a MacBook, and I love the MacBook. Many of you may remember back in the day when I was on a Windows computer. You think this is a disaster. Back then was terrible. Then the second thing that happened is my 18-year-old meathead son decides he's going to go to the weight room, put his phone on the ground so that the weights, when he throws them on the ground, can smash his phone into oblivion. So I said, well, guess what? You're not getting a new phone. So I told him, I said, I'll call and find out where you can get a refurbished phone. We'll get you, if you can't take care of the nice phone, we're going to get you a model or two, the old ones. So I had to deal with getting him a refurbished phone. So here I sit, but I'm here. I always get my 2 videos done. Okay. So here's the deal. XRPLasVegas.com has been down for maintenance the last 3 or 4 days. And I just talked to Brad Combs, and it just came back up. We've already set a record with attendance. So every ticket bought is just building at this point, we're just building a bigger and bigger record for XRP Las Vegas. As you know, XRP Las Vegas is going to be in May 30th and 31st, and then Bitcoin Las Vegas is in the 3 days before it. I plan on attending both, and so this is going to be good. And you can go here, and I think he's still got the discounted tickets, and you can get a discount room. XRPLasVegas.com. Link is in the description. Now, also I wanted to mention to you the Link to AI conference is coming up Tuesday, February 18th. It's going to be in San Jose at their offices there. You can get your tickets. I have a link in the very top of this description where you can get your tickets. I know Tim Draper is going to be there. I'm going to be there. Brad Combs is going to be there. A lot of VCs types and people from Link to executives and social media people like us. Should be fun. Okay. Now, I wanted to show you this. This is good. David Joel Katz Schwartz says 3 perfect alphas. And he draws 3 green candles beside, I think that's a candle right there behind Donald Trump, making it 3 green candles, right? That's pretty awesome. Okay. America, I love this right here, which is why I'm going to put it on the thumbnail. XRP, America's coin. I love that. Or America's digital asset. We'll see what fits on the thumbnail. How about that? I did my first buy of XRP for 2025 today, and I did a great little Trump picture there to let you know. When these, like I told you before, if I have money available when the markets are red, I'm buying XRP specifically. If I don't have money to buy, then I just don't stare at it. I don't pay any attention to it. And I have successfully done that since 2013. Okay, this is a big topic of conversation right now going around. So I wanted to I asked Grok, I said, explain how XRP could become a world reserve digital asset. And then it goes through the, let me see, there was one area that I wanted to, let me see if I missed it. One of the interesting, you can go and read this on your own, but I wanted to This is an interesting part. Stablecoin integration. Introduction of stablecoins like RLUSD on XRP ledger could further integrate XRP into global financial systems, potentially leading to its reserve holdings, to use it in reserve holdings. Legal and regulatory clarity. SEC lawsuit resolution. The ongoing legal battle with the SEC over whether XRP is a security could significantly impact its path to becoming a reserve asset. A favorable outcome would likely boost its credibility and adoption. Investor speculator interest. Strong market interest and speculation about XRP's future could drive its value, making it a more attractive reserve asset if price stabilizes at a high level over time. I'll take that. Okay, look at the markets today. The market has come down. I've seen some people like freaking out, but I think they're freaking out more because of Bitcoin, how it's come down than anything. But we were at as high as like 3.5 trillion. We're at 3.23. That's kind of like a Mickey Mouse pullback in my book. We've got a 228 XRP. I like this. Scottie Pippen, who does know who Satoshi is and has met Satoshi, but Michael Saylor did not want to hear it and gave him a dark stare when he brought it up on stage. He says, they want your Bitcoin, they want your crypto, don't get shaken out. This is one of those charts that shows the different phases of technology adoption. For me, there's no question that we've never had regulations. XRP has been held back for the last 4 or 5 years. There's no digital asset that, if where we're at is what this arrow is pointing at, there's no digital asset that this would describe better than XRP, not Bitcoin. XRP's been held back more than any digital asset on the planet Earth, than any global digital asset on the planet Earth. I would totally believe that we're here because there are so many shoes to drop. Let's just think of a few of them. The SEC lawsuit being resolved, an XRP ETF, an announcement that it's going to be a part of a reserve asset, digital reserve assets possibly. Not saying it's going to happen, but it has been teased by Brad Garlinghouse. That's just 3 off of the top of my head, folks. There's a lot more, okay? We got interesting times ahead. And we also have Gary Gensler officially leaving 11 days from now. I wouldn't be shocked if that didn't give crypto a bump, if anything's going to. We also have an upcoming inauguration of Trump. But since we're not done with Gary yet, we've got to suffer through one of his final nauseating interviews.
Let me ask you about one facet of that $120 million trillion.
Trillion. It's a big number.
It's a T, with a T, and that's crypto. And you've often will point out it's a small sliver of that total multi-trillion-dollar package. But you came into this job, you gave a big speech in which you analogized the crypto world to the Wild West. I guess that makes you the sheriff. So as you get ready to hang up your spurs, is it less of a Wild West? I'm really belaboring the metaphor, but is it less of a Wild West than it was as you leave this office?
My daughters, if they ever watch this interview, will ask, where are your spurs, Dad? I think that we've done some good things. Look, I came in, my predecessor, Jay Clayton, who was in this office, had also...
He likes to do that where he makes sure that he groups himself in there with Jay Clayton so that he doesn't take all the brunt of everything.
Tried to address this new emerging part of finance. And as you say, it's less than 1% of our overall financial markets. But it was then when Jay was trying to address it, and he brought 80 enforcement actions in this area. We've brought in about 100 in our 4 years. It was consistent. It's maybe about 5% of what we do in our law enforcement. I mean, there's 95%, in a sense, unfortunately, about other things, scammers and fraudsters and so forth. But in this field, it's rife with bad actors. And let me just split the field into 2 just for a minute. The public knows a lot about Bitcoin, which is, depending upon its market value on any given day, is 2/3 to 80% of the market value of crypto. And then there's everything else, or some people say Bitcoin and Ethereum and everything else.
There's only Bitcoin and Ethereum and then everything else because of Gary Gensler and Jay Clayton and the regulatory capture that they have done for the last 4+ years. Without the Bill Hinman speech, remember the IG, and I brought it up here, I said, what about the bad actors in the Hinman IG report Gary has on his desk? How about those bad actors? And they're the ones that created this whole Bitcoin and Ethereum, and then there's all the rest. It's a lie. Always has been a lie.
Or 15,000 projects. They're raising money from the public, and the public's investing, or the public's investing hoping for a better future. I've been around finance for over 4 decades. And everything in the markets trade on a mixture of fundamentals and sentiment at any given time. But I've never seen a field that's so much wrapped up in sentiment and not so much about fundamentals. And these 10,000 to 15,000 projects, many of them will not survive. They're like venture capital investments. They're not going to survive. But there are also a fair number of small pump and dump schemes and other things in this. And of course, we've lived through a few years where, they became notorious, but they're in jail. The Sam Bankman-Frieds and the CZs and the Do Kwons, where tens of billions of dollars were lost by investors.
Can I ask you about those? Because early on when you talked about enforcement, you said bringing high-profile cases could lead to a change in behavior. Are you satisfied that those cases has led to a change in behavior in this space in particular?
It's a field that built up around non-compliance. And I'm proud of what we've done, building on what Chair Clayton and others had done previously. I think there's still work to be done.
Oh, yeah. Still work to be done. Get your butt out. Eleanor Tarrant, this is French Hill's announced the key positions on the Finance Committee, including all the people that are going to be on the subcommittee on digital assets. Look at some of those names. Most of these are good guys. These are a lot of the people. There's Warren Davidson, Mike Flood. A lot of these people are the same people that were hitting Gary pretty hard during the different hearings we've seen. That's a good thing. Here we've got Smoke has literally been putting out a lot of great tweets over the last year, that's for sure. Paul Atkins this is from TradingView, an analyst, I guess. Paul Atkins will entirely drop the SEC's case against Ripple. And yes, it has been a long journey. I want to show you this from Ripple, and then we'll go into the group.
The DZ Bank is quite happy, and we're a bit proud that we're one of the first banks in Germany which really built and made their digital custody platform going live. We can serve our clients dealing with settlement and custody of digital assets, focusing on crypto securities according to the German securities law.
Beginning of 2023, we then decided that we should best work together with Ripple Custody.
The need of digital asset is just trying to find optimized processes and new products. And therefore we have to think about new technologies, and DLT and blockchain is one which can help us to serve our clients better.
Digital ledger technology aims at improving existing capital market processes. This is how we see distributed ledger technology. These two processes, distributed ledger as well as existing capital markets business, will coexist the next decades.
Okay, we're going to go into DAIXRP.com. We're going to see what some of these guys are saying about the pullback, the charts, and all that stuff. And we're going to cover some other things. To be honest, I just don't remember what they are, but there's a decent amount of them. I'm the digital asset investor. I'm not an investment advisor. This is for entertainment purposes only. Please subscribe, hit the like button, tell your friends and family, away we go.